Imagine a fight to the death, frozen in time for 67 million years. This isn't a scene from a movie. It's a real-life mystery unearthed from the hills of Montana. This is the incredible story of the dueling dinosaurs. Our story begins not in a museum, but on a ranch in Montana in 2006. A fossil hunter named Clayton Phipps, along with his cousin Chad O'Connor and friend Mark Eatman, were exploring a rugged terrain. They weren't just hobbyists. Phipps was a seasoned fossil prospector, always searching for that one big find. On that fateful day, they noticed something unusual, bone fragments eroding out of a hillside. As they started to dig, they realized this was no ordinary fossil. It wasn't just a single bone, or even a single skeleton. They were uncovering the dinosaurs, tangled together in a way that suggested a final, fatal encounter. What they found was astonishing. A nearly complete skeleton of a three-horned dinosaur, a triceratops, lay intertwined with a nearly complete skeleton of a large theropod, a predator similar to T-Rex. The preservation was mind-blowing. Not only were the bones intact, but impressions of their skin, their soft tissues, were preserved in the surrounding rock. This was a paleontological jackpot, a snapshot of a moment from the late Cretaceous period. The scene was so dramatic, so perfectly captured, that the fossil was nicknamed the dueling dinosaurs. Let's break down who these combatants were. First, we have the Triceratops. This was a juvenile, not yet fully grown, but still a formidable opponent. We know this because its horns weren't fully developed, and its skull frill was still relatively small. Despite its youth, a Triceratops was a tank, armed with 3 sharp horns and a powerful beak. They were herbivores, the armored cattle of the Cretaceous, constantly on guard against predators. And who was its opponent? This is where the story gets even more fascinating. The predator was a type of tyrannosaur, but for years, scientists debated its exact identity. Was it a young Tyrannosaurus rex, or was it a different, smaller species known as Nanotyrannus? The existence of Nanotyrannus, or the dwarf tyrant, has been a hot topic in paleontology for decades. Some experts believe it's a distinct species, a nimble, smaller cousin of T-Rex. Others argue that all Nanotyrannus fossils are simply juvenile T-Rexes going through an awkward teenage growth spurt. This fossil held the key. If this predator was a Nanotyrannus, it would be the most complete specimen ever found, and could finally prove the species was real. The dueling dinosaurs fossil became a central piece of evidence in this long-standing scientific debate. The scene preserved in stone tells a dramatic story. The Triceratops has teeth from the Tyrannosaur embedded in its hip. This isn't just a bite mark. The teeth are literally broken off and stuck in the bone, a clear sign of a vicious attack. In return, the Tyrannosaur's chest and hands are crushed, possibly from a powerful kick or a charge from the Triceratops. It seems they both delivered fatal blows. Did the Tyrannosaur ambush the Triceratops, only for the herbivore to fight back with deadly force? Did they both succumb to their injuries, collapsing together in a final, dusty embrace? The fossil is a crime scene, and paleontologists are the detectives trying to piece together the final moments of these two magnificent animals. But the journey of the dueling dinosaurs from the ground to the public was almost as dramatic as the fight itself. For years, the fossil remained in private hands. Phipps and his team had spent thousands of hours and a small fortune excavating the massive block of stone containing the skeletons, which weighed over 20 tons. They hoped to sell it to a museum, where it could be studied and displayed for everyone to see. However, the price tag was high, reflecting the fossil's incredible scientific value and the immense effort of its discovery. For years, no museum could afford it. The dueling dinosaurs sat in storage, a priceless scientific treasure hidden from the world. There were even attempts to sell it at a public auction, which sparked controversy in the scientific community. Many feared it would disappear into a private collection, lost to science forever. This is a common problem with fossils found on private land in the United States. They are legally the property of the landowner, who can sell them to the highest bidder. Thankfully, this story has a happy ending. In 2020, after a long and uncertain journey, the dueling dinosaurs found a permanent home. The North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, with the help of generous private donors and its nonprofit friends of the museum, acquired the fossil. This was a huge victory for science and for the public. The museum didn't just plan to put the skeletons on display, they decided to do something revolutionary. They are building a brand new, state-of-the-art lab, the ECU Dino Lab, with large glass windows that will allow the public to watch paleontologists at work. For the first time, visitors will be able to witness the entire process of science in real time. They'll see experts meticulously removing the rock from around the bones, a process called preparation. They'll watch as scientists study the skin impressions, analyze the injuries, and scan the bones for hidden clues. This live science approach is groundbreaking. It turns the museum from a place of static displays into a dynamic hub of discovery. You can literally watch paleontologists uncover the secrets of these dinosaurs, ask them questions, and follow their research as it unfolds over the next several years. So what are they hoping to find? The list is long and exciting. First, the big question, is the predator a Nanotyrannus or a juvenile T-Rex? By studying the bone structure, growth rings, and other features, they hope to finally settle this debate. They'll also analyze the skin impressions, which are incredibly rare. This can tell us about the texture and appearance of these dinosaurs in unprecedented detail. Did they have scales, feathers? The answers are locked in the stone. Another incredible possibility is the preservation of organic material. Because the fossil was buried so quickly and remained undisturbed, there's a chance that molecules, like proteins or collagen, might still exist within the bones. Finding such biomolecules would be like finding a biological needle in a 67-million-year-old. Hey, Stack! Opening up a whole new window into dinosaur biology, they are even going to analyze the stomach. Contents. It's possible that the last meals of these dinosaurs are still preserved inside their fossilized bodies, giving us a direct look at their diet. The dueling dinosaur's fossil is more than just a spectacular display. It's a time capsule from the end of the age of dinosaurs. It captures a moment of life and death, predator and prey, in a way no other fossil ever has. It's a story of a dramatic discovery, a long fight to bring it to the public, and a future full of scientific potential. As the scientists in North Carolina carefully chip away at the rock, they are not just uncovering bones. They are revealing the details of a lost world, one discovery at a time. And the best part is, we all get to watch. It's a reminder that our planet's history is full of incredible stories, and some of the most amazing ones are still waiting to be told. Thanks for joining us on this journey back in time. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of the past, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of science and discovery. See you next time.